3.5 years ago. We were excited to give Luna, our other daughter, a younger sister. We did know she was a girl at that time. Everything seemed straightforward in the hospital until at about 36 hours. We had a nurse, a midwife, actually come and go, look, I'm actually a bit worried about her. She had quite laboured breathing. She wasn't feeding. She was very lethargic. And it snowballed from there.
I was doing the dad thing, like trying to calm her down a little, like, they're just going to check her out, it's okay.
On the way to special care, she did a bilious vomit, which indicated that potentially there was something wrong with her bowel or her digestive system. So Maia has propionic acidemia, a genetic condition. So Richard and I are both carriers of
A mutated gene.
It
was a shock.
A total shock.
Sitting and listening to some of the side effects and things that it could have happen to Maia it was a shock. So Maia was 20 months when she had her liver transplant, which was offered to us as a treatment, not a cure.
We'd been referred from the Royal Children's Hospital to Kids Plus, and Kids Plus knew that it was going to be a large journey for us. Helped along with our paediatrician get us in touch with BCYF and talk about what
support
we would need, both as a family and
it
Maia.
was really hard to figure out.
And also get her through the normal, milestones of, being able to roll over, being able to sit, being able to crawl, eventually walk. Because at that point, we just had no idea of what, we'd been told that a lot of those things may not happen for Maia. So to have someone, come in and optimistically chat to us about, with support and with early intervention, if we can support Maia for, this first 2 years especially, help her tick off the milestones and slowly work up, potentially she could catch up with other children. What we're looking at now, so 3.5 years down the track, is Maia's enrolled in kindergarten next year. It's something that we didn't know she'd potentially ever be able to do.
And I feel like Megan, or BCYF in general, took the time to understand the dynamic and the way it had affected our family, and helped us through a really tough time of us forming some goals and understanding the supports that were available.
So we do a range of different things. We support families who have children under 7 who might be concerned about their development. And there's a few different ways that we provide support. So for some families we can support with linking in with community services. For others we can provide some more individualised support for a short period of time. Or for other families it might be that we help them with accessing the NDIS. The outcomes that we see in early intervention are incredible. From that first meeting that we have with families and then checking in throughout the year, when we get to plan review at 12 months' time, it's always amazing to see just how far a child can come in that short period of time. And the other place that we see really amazing outcomes is in our early supports program. So that's where we provide fortnightly support to families and their children who might have developmental concerns. And that's also another amazing space where in such a short period of time we see amazing outcomes, and it's such a privilege being able to celebrate those little wins with families as they come along.
A really great part for us early on in the discussions was the talk of respite. So I suppose we're pretty strong and we're a pretty good team, and we find it hard to ask for help. So having someone actually going, well, you're a family. It's not just you're now there to look after a sick child. So having the talk of respite, having the talk of a carer support, talking to us that there are people in Geelong that can care for a child that needs medication.
You know, we had a period of time where it was kind of like a tag, and Tara would spend a lot of time looking after Maia, and then she'd need rest. So I would, and then I'd need rest. So having something like, you know, someone like BCYF and NDIA giving us some funding for those things was, it's fantastic.
And I think at that time too, our mindset was, we've been in hospital for 3 months. We came home, when we were discharged originally, we came home for 3 days, and then we were back in Melbourne, and then we were having conversations about Maia's future treatment, which was a liver transplant. Our mind just went,
wow,
are we ever gonna, I can never work again. I can never, I'm gonna be living in a hospital. What about my other daughter? She needs to have a normal life where we're not just in and out of hospital all the time. So having the support that can be part of the funding to get us back in the workforce so that we won't need it as much in the future. So that's been massive. It's definitely helped us.
Well, it's helped us, and I think all of that is intertwined with helping Maia. Because I think if we're in an okay space, then that's going to reflect on how much more time we can give her and more dedicated actual time to help her. I didn't think it would happen. I must admit I had some times where some of the information we were getting was quite, it was not easy to hear. So to look at her now, it's exciting.
Yeah.
So we really encourage families to contact the BCYF Early Years team at any time with any concerns that they have about their child's development, and one of our practitioners will go through these with you.